This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
Here. Very excited to get started. Some people enjoy the new early start to it, dude. Some people are saying helps them get over the hump of those last couple hours before the end of the week. I am your host, Othman Boo. Shero joined, but it's okay. Joined by a blue shorts, a Lingonberry. Lingenbach, what's up, Plar?
What up, bro?
What's up, Mang? How you doing?
Good, man. Living life.
Living life, living large.
Living La Vida Loca.
Yeah, dude. It's Friday, another week without a job, for your boy. But
strap in, bro. Is there an update on that?
Dude, I'm in my feelings today, man. Or not today, but just right now. I'll be honest, man. The interview, first of all, on February 28th is when I first got, can you interview this week? So it's been a month-long process, and it seemed to go well, but I was supposed to hear back today. I haven't heard anything back. Hopefully, they're probably just busy, hopefully. But all I can think is like my vagina. She was like, this whole time, basically this whole month, she's been like, you need to at least send out like, this many applications a day and this many. And I've been like, I got this shit under control. Like fucking relax, And if it turns out that for whatever reason, what I thought was going to be the case is not the case, I'll never hear the end of it.
Well, where did you leave it with them, just to fill people in?
The final interview, the third interview, the final boss. It was a really good conversation. She said she liked me, and she said she basically intimated that they were gonna go ahead and give me an offer, but she told me that she would officially like get back to me in a week, which was today. So I was expecting to hear back today, and I haven't yet. Probably just busy, or probably just forgot about me. But and then I sent an email at like 2:30. I still haven't heard anything, and all I can think is like, God damn it, dude! She like heard the podcast, or she heard our anti-Semitic Bob the Builder bit, or anything.
She heard you talking about her.
Or she,
China,
or she, realized how fat I actually was, how I was using camera magic on the Zoom interview. But we'll see what happens, man.
Well, it's not close of business yet, so you still got time. It's 4:10 Eastern time right now, so there's still maybe. I'm not a math guy. About 80 minutes left in the day.
All right, now, but dude, like all I can do is like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a kid in high school like hollering at some girl and you're sending grasper texts, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is a lot like that. I went through the same process with the Ryan Holmes thing. It was like the whole application process was like a month long, and you feel so invested in it at that point.
Yeah.
Where it's like you almost can't help but to put all your eggs in that basket. And then if it doesn't work out, you're like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yeah, dude. Knock on wood. Nothing is over. Nothing is over. Rocky. No, not Rocky. What's it called? Rambo. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Impossible is nothing. Kevin Durant. No.
Have you seen those
Kevin Garnett. Like that.
No, well, Jason Tatum, no sports, no politics. Nobody cares. I was actually going to bring up, have you seen, the Karl Anthony Towns player?
Yeah, he plays for like Minnesota or something.
Yeah.
I've been so out of the NBA for so long. But
he's like been voted like zestiest play, which means gay, basically.
Yeah.
Why are you gay?
A zestiest player in the NBA. Have you ever heard heard him speak?
No.
Oh my god, dude, it's so freaking funny.
There was a player like that on the Jaguars in the NFL for a while. He was like one of those top draft picks. I think he was like a corner or a DB or something. But he would give these interviews, these post-game interviews in the locker room where you legitimately had to wonder, is like, obviously this is fine. And it's long overdue for there to be openly gay players in sports, of course. But you would actually like watch it over and over again and go, is he gay or is he just doing a high level bit here where he makes everybody question and they never really know the answer?
Yeah. I'll try to find it. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, no bad news or anything like that. My guy Dave Sandin's in here. What's up, Dave? He says not sure if it's still a thing, but back in the day, I had a lot of luck with putting my resume on Monster. Yeah, I'm still hoping this works out. Maybe they just want to make me sweat or whatever. But the last conversation was literally, it was like, okay, yeah, what around when can you start? Blah blah. I think we're gonna go ahead and it was basically all but in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So it would be weird. Something would have had to have happened for it to not actually work out. Something like them discovering a podcast that's readily available for anybody to see on the internet.
Well, that's a sweat you're not going to be able to get over anytime soon. But
yeah,
I will say this: it is the end of the month, so maybe they're just like waiting for their funds to clear or something in the month of April.
Yeah.
Maybe they're waiting for April Fools, and they're like, "Gotcha,
psych, bitch!
You don't have a job.
Good
still.
luck, you." Yeah, I mean, it is. The other thing is, it is like a really small business, so they probably have a lot of people wearing different hats. You know what I'm saying? So whoever is responsible for writing offer letters also has a lot of stuff on their plate. So I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying not to freak out about it, but I am like, oh, fuck. I thought today was going to be the day where I can like finally,
breathe the sigh of relief.
Yeah, right. But so that's like, but also, like I said, my biggest concern is my vagina. Like, yeah, I told you, and now look at you, you stupid fat idiot. No, play. She doesn't call me fat.
Yeah, that's my vagina.
But she literally today she was like, "Did you send out any application?" In my head, I'm like, I'm supposed to hear back from the company that I talked to. Like, don't make me feel like it's not going to work out. Don't jinx this shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. There's something about that male versus female dynamic that is just not always mentally helpful in these scenarios where it's like, please just give it a break. Please just let me live in my own. It's bad enough up here.
Yeah, trust me. You don't want to see what's going on up here.
You don't need to make it any worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
Dude, I did Indeed a whole bunch of times. To David's point about Monster, and the one downside to something like Indeed is like once you start applying for one job, it gives you suggestions for other jobs, but they may be somewhat related but not quite.
Yeah.
And then you just get spammed with like 1,000 emails. So what eventually ends up happening is when you finally do get a hot lead on a job, it just gets lost in the cloud of dust of all the other emails.
And
And
the
you're
new job listing notifications and stuff like that.
yeah, and then you're like, I'm just going to delete my email. I'm going to be poor and homeless. This sucks.
Right. Yeah, so that's my update. We'll see what happens, but I don't know.
Well, I heard that there was an opportunity for you to kind of get out of the house this week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and then our guy Bob the Builder, who's been, from what I hear, up to no good lately.
What do you mean?
Our old friend Bob the Builder.
Oh, yeah, because his beliefs that he's gone public with.
Yeah,
lately?
that's right. Yeah, it's very, very shameful public belief system.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, we can jump to that if you want. I do want to hear about your lifting experiences this past week, but yeah, so Bob the Builder. Oh, excuse me, Bob the Builder reached out to me the day I got laid off, not fired, laid off, and he said basically that, like, hey, to cheer you up, help you out a little bit, why don't you do a ride along with me, like that movie with Ice Cube, and hang out with me on the job site, clear your head a little bit. He's like, Shorts' job doesn't really exist anymore, so I can't hire you for that. But
Shorts burned it all the way to the ground.
Yeah, he's like, probably if I never hired Shorts, I probably would have been excited to hire you. But no, I don't know. I've said time and time again, I could not handle that job.
It's not once but twice I've eliminated positions. Odyssey said the same thing, strangely enough.
Well, they regretted that though, right?
No, no, they just hired somebody part-time to do exactly what I was doing.
From the Philippines. Odyssey. Brand new air fog, huh? So he hit me up. He was like, yeah, man, and I if you want to do a ride along, I'll pay you for a day's work. Just hang with me, clear your head, keep me company, see what a real man's day on the job site looks like. And I was like, all right, man, yeah, that sounds good. I told him, I was like, I don't know if I can do shit like that until I figure out like where I'm going to work next. But yeah, that'll be cool. I'd love to do that. And he's like, well, yeah, just hit me up. Let me know. So now that this job was kind of coming together and I was getting a little bit more confident with my situation, I was like, maybe I could start doing these things that people have offered me. Dave Slizat, our guy Dave Slizat, reached out to me, offered me some money to help him with his website. Our guy Mike Cook, Money Mike Cook, hit me up, and he asked me for help with the website too. So
cool.
So I got all these like little things that I could help out with. That I wanted to wait till I kind of figured out what I was going to do next before I actually commit to doing them. So I was like, Bob, how's this week look, dude? Come out, I'll do the ride along. Maybe I'll even get a session in at the gym with you. Who knows? It's been literally a year since I last lifted with you at the gym, even though I've paid $85 a month for membership this whole time, because I just lie to myself every day and say, tomorrow's the day. You fat piece of shit. No. But I was like, yeah. So he texted me. He's like, yeah, dude, just meet me at 8 at my place. So you don't have to go to the gym with me. I go there at 6, come back at 7, do all the kids shit. So just meet me at 8. I was like, all right, I bet.
Don't forget to bring your brown suit.
Yeah. I was like, I bet I'll see you there. So I think it was maybe Tuesday or something.
Monday.
Okay. Monday. It's like, all right, yeah, I'll go, man. So Monday comes, and
now Bob gets started really early in the day. He's a contractor. Their day starts basically at 8 a.m. sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you start seeing all the people filing into
the paper.
Home Depot, all the different various assorted Latinos and white contractors.
Dude, is Home Depot ever not crowded? Like, there are always so many people in the parking lot.
I found like in the middle of the day, like around I don't know, like that 11 to
when everyone's
1.
like going to Santini's and farting and pooping in 7-Eleven bathrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he asked me if I wanted to go on Monday. And I told him I'd be there. I forget if I texted him the night before or no. Yeah, he texted me. He's like, "So you ready, dude? Tomorrow's the day." And I was like, about that. Yeah, I don't think I can do tomorrow, but I can do maybe Wednesday. Wednesday might be good, or Thursday or something. He's like, "Okay, cool." And so Monday goes through, Tuesday goes through, and he's like, "You ready? You ready to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, here's the thing: is like, I think we're going to lunch with our guy Korean John, listener of IDM podcast, Korean John. I was like, so I kind of want to do that. Maybe I'll do the next day with you. Actually, you know what? Maybe Friday. Friday might be the day that we should do it. And he's like, all right, yeah. I mean, I guess so. And then he like made a joke about here's what's gonna happen when you fake on me next. And I was like, haha, yeah, no, but seriously, I'm gonna do it this time.
I'm definitely there on Friday.
Yeah. And
that would have been this morning.
Yeah, that would have been Friday today. Yeah.
So how'd it go on the job site?
So here's the thing: is that my vagina, she had to work late. She had to work extra long last night, so I had to. Both the kids had to sleep with me. We had to do what we call a sleepover. Me and the girls.
Sure.
So so we had to it's difficult having two toddlers in the bed with you and having to get up early without waking them up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I just didn't wake up on time and didn't text Bob or anything like that. I should have texted him, but I was too ashamed to. And so I thought, all was well and good. He just expected me to fake and yada yada. But then I think he sent you a text or something. I don't know. Take it from here. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So the report that I got from the ground on the job site was only 3 times this week on his first week in the job. He said, we might have to let you go. Fired before you even get a chance to throw up in the truck on your first day. Hang on, let me find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that you flaked on him. O was supposed to do a ride along today since he had to bail on Monday. So you bailed on Monday, he says. Today, which was Wednesday, today would have been the day where he met the flooring guys that farted on you. This would have been a chance for him to seek redemption for you. But he had to bail today too. So that's Wednesday. So Monday and Wednesday, bail.
Yeah.
He'll be the first guy to get fired before he ever actually comes to work. And then he, let me see if I can pull this John up real quick. He sent me a little visual rendering of you in your efforts on the job site. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's nice. That's okay. That's Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, but my face is on Ice Cube's fat body. And he says, and it says on top, how you going to get fired on your day off?
Craig, how you going to get fired on your day off?
Yeah.
So it sounds like it was a pretty good week on the job site.
Dude, it was pretty productive, pretty successful. Bob knows I am the same guy I was 5 years ago, maybe even longer. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys got a chance to laugh at that.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't be a downer.
No. I'm not.
All right, guys. It was really funny.
I swear to God.
Joke's on me, guys.
You know what?
Terrible.
You know what the problem is? I can't get out of my head about this other job thing. That's it. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm honestly, no. I'm sorry.
Real funny, guys. I'm the fucking goose, I guess.
No, it is funny. And that image is hilarious. I'm sorry, dude. I fucking get in my head about these things and I can't fucking stop thinking about it.
It's all right, man. I totally understand the feeling, of course.
I'm trying not to, though. I want to put on an entertaining show for the dogs. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, I'm telling you, Monday, I'm going to be there 8 a.m. I'm going to be there bright and early. You want me to get the door? Or you want to get the door? Someone just knocked at your door.
Somebody knocked at my door?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
So here's the thing about Blue Shorts. Like, he's a fucking piece of shit. You guys, you can tell, right? I mean, he's wearing fucking and one basketball shorts right now. Where do you even get and one basketball shorts? Someone, is it a Mormon? It was a Mormon dude trying to give you a pamphlet.
No, it was a guy trying to sell me a new roof.
Oh, I see.
It's like, dog, I ain't got a job. You know I can afford a roof.
Yeah. Dave Sandine says 500 baht. Says Othello misses Monday. You know, that's interesting, dude. There was a time where I was doing a bit where I was trying to force myself to go back to the gym, and I was like, Bob, let's just do this, man. Every time I miss the gym, I'm just gonna Venmo you $5. And then like $35 later, I was like, I can't do this anymore. That's a lot of money. So yeah, D-Ted said he was hoping it was Bob at the door. That'd be so funny.
That's Bob the Builder's music. Othello, you're fucking fired, you page.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's my story. That's Othello on the job site, dude. You know, so hopefully next week goes a little better. Yeah, but it's creeping up. Dude, you know, the other thing is like, I wish I got this job situation figured out earlier in the month because, look, I haven't had a job in a month, right? But contrary to popular belief, I haven't had one relaxing day since that, because you know why? Because I work at home with my
vagina,
and I love her, dude. I love her so much, right?
Yeah.
She's the apple of my eye, all that stuff, right? I'd be homeless or living with my mom if my mom wasn't for her. But dude, she does not know how to chill. Like I swear to God, dude, here's the bit she does. She's on calls throughout the day. Every time she gets off a call, and basically when she does, it's her being like, let's initiate conversation about the call I just had. And I'm like, I don't want to I know your job is stressful and it sucks and I am jobless, but can we not talk about that? I'm trying to watch this movie. I've been trying to watch for 3 days right now.
Yeah.
So like every day has been like her coming in and out of the room being like, did you do this yet? Are you going to do this? Oh, I forgot to do this. Can you do this? What about this? And I'm like, God damn it. I wish I had a job just so you would leave me alone. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking of picking up a couple Lyft shifts.
That's why I mean, dude, that's why Lyft was like a godsend for me, because it's like quick money. You can get paid immediately when you're done. And I get out of the house.
Yeah, the best part is you get away from
vagina.
I mean, if I have to listen to another story that starts with, I just got off a call and oh my God, this girl Sharon is so annoying. Oh yeah.
Tell me more, please.
Well, first, let me tell you all about Sharon.
Yeah.
You know, Sharon was this girl. She worked for the company 3 years ago, and then she left, and then she came back 2 years ago. She was dating this guy one time, and
do you remember that story I told you about?
And it's like there's never an end to this story.
Yeah.
And now you're just stuck in a half hour of hell.
Yeah. And no matter how the conversation ends, I don't know if it's like this with you, but it's like this with me. No matter how the conversation ends, I didn't give enough to the conversation.
Oh,
she'll be like,
never.
Well, sorry, I just came here to talk to you about it. I'm like, I was asking questions about what happened. I'm giving my opinion and asking follow-up questions. Like, what do you mean? She's like, no, but I can just tell, like, you don't want me to talk to you about it. And I'm like, we talked about it for 30 minutes. What do you mean? And she'll be like, whatever, it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm like, God damn it, dude.
It is the seventh circle of hell. the vagina stories never have a point. They never go anywhere. They never seem to start or finish.
Yeah, right, dude.
And the entire time you're just going, please, just fucking kill me. Please. Anything but forcing me to listen to the end of this, whatever this is. I wouldn't call it a story exactly.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Dude, God forbid that she's like, she's telling me a story that she's upset about. Because if she's telling me a story she's upset about, it always somehow the angry energy goes from something in the story that she's upset about to her being upset at me.
Yeah.
Without like 100 times out of 100.
Well,
dude.
usually the first trigger is if you don't 105% agree with her perspective on every part of the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's like glaringly obvious that she's in the wrong.
Right. Right.
That just sets the wheels in motion for her to be like, you know what? Honestly, like, I don't even think we're in a good place in our relationship right now.
Yeah,
what? How did we get from Sharon to we're not in a good place?
Yeah, she's like, you never want to talk to me about anything. I'm like, I literally am talking to you about something.
But also, you're right. I never want to talk to you about it.
Yeah, you're catching on, actually.
It's only taken 15 years.
So it's, but whatever. It's not a vacation, so maybe it shouldn't be relaxing, but whatever. Got a couple questions coming in. Corey Rita says DoorDash driver breached the perimeter. That's right. Yeah. Have you had a DoorDash order recently?
No, not in a couple weeks.
I got to give Shorts props, man. Brendan Cooney was making jokes about you being a drunken mess on Instagram. Yeah. And I was like, nah, man. He doesn't really drink or like get hammered like that as much anymore.
He's just an asshole.
I know. I said your girl bullied it out of you.
Yeah, temporarily.
Yeah. Oh, temporarily?
I mean, it's just not good. It's not a good look to be having a newborn in the house and not be able to hold them because you're a little too hungover or too drunk. So I just had to just chill out, slow down.
No, but that's going to continue throughout like the rest of her life. Like it's not going to be a good look to be hammered and pick up your 8-year-old from school.
Well, we'll see what happens when she's 15 and boys are trying to talk to her.
Oh yeah.
I whip out a 40 and whoop some ass.
Dave Sandy says, if Mormons come to convert you, you guys got to get them on the podcast. What's the longest conversation you ever had with like a church person or a Mormon or Jehovah's Witness?
I'm kind of the wrong guy to ask because I will sit there and talk to them for as long as they will stand there. I'm not going to invite them into my home, but I will be like, I'll do the inquisitive thing. And I'll be like, yeah, tell me about this Jehovah.
Yeah.
And then they'll like go through their whole like laundry list of, well, you're not allowed to have sex. And it's pretty much a gay religion, but
sold.
Cool.
Sounds great. Where do I sign?
Please tell me more. And I like to keep them at the door as long as possible.
Is that true?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
And usually I'm getting like texts from my vagina upstairs, like,
what are you doing?
Just tell them to go away.
Yeah.
It's like,
God's not real.
I'm sorry. One of us has a soul that still needs to be saved.
Yeah, dude. I'm such a sucker for those conversations. Like that 2-3 month span of my life on the podcast where I was like curious about religion and God and stuff.
Oh yeah, you were talking to that UFC fighter,
Benil Dariush.
Yeah, he was your spiritual guide. You said.
Yeah, he was my spiritual guide. Dave Sandin's probably the only guy who knows Benil Dariush, but yeah,
sounds like he guided you into unemployment.
Yeah, no. Dude, maybe I got to go to church. He did say when he started praying to God and believing in God, that's when his life changed. But anyways, during that span, I remember like this girl came to the door. And she had this pamphlet and she was like talking to me about God and stuff. And I was like, I was very into the idea of being receptive to becoming religious, not religious, like, what I'm saying, crazy religious, but just like, all right, yeah. I'll go to church after, like before the night of, what is it called? Christmas Mass.
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay.
Easter. I think it's called Easter.
Easter, baby.
Adele's wife.
Yeah, her big day is coming up, dude. And so I was like interested in it, and a girl came to the door with a pamphlet, and I was like genuinely having a real conversation with her. Like, huh, that's interesting. And then she started like quoting scripture to me, and I was like, huh, that doesn't really sound right.
It'd be funny if your wife walked by and she's like, oh my God, so you'll talk to the stranger at the door?
Yeah. Who is she? And so she started quoting stuff, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. What? Like only a certain amount of people go to heaven? And then she was like, yeah, I asked her like what denomination she was. She told me she was Jehovah's Witness. And like for like 20 minutes, I thought she was just like regular Christian, you know? And so I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want you to think that I'm going to fucking join the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, I know that shit is like, you know, kind of, no offense to any Jehovah's Witness listeners out there, but
well, guys,
Perry Caravello was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, he was?
And they stole all his money. And he was in a cult basically. It's like diet Scientology.
Was it like a Nexium where they like had to brand him with a fire poker and you had to have sex with the cult leader?
Dude, I mean, I know that he gave him so much money, all his money, and like I don't know. But he finally got talked into like giving it up. There are a bunch of documentaries about Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'm usually more of an empath. Like I genuinely feel bad that everybody's slamming the door in their face. I say that as I just slammed the door in a roofer's face 10 minutes ago.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Chris. You need the roofing for the house.
Dude,
sorry, dude, not now.
I thought it was the wife and baby.
Oh yeah.
When I saw it wasn't, I had already opened the door and I see his hat. It says roofing. I was like, not now. Bye. It's the rudest I've ever been to a stranger in a long time.
Have you ever done door-to-door sales?
No. I did look at that when I was first unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what am I doing?
It's butt hard, dude.
Yeah. It's
pause.
It's like the most impossible thing to do. Yeah. To show up at somebody's house, get them to open the door, and then convince them to spend thousands of dollars.
It was probably way more effective in like the 70s and 80s, you know, door-to-door selling vacuum cleaners and encyclopedias and shit like that.
Yeah.
But now, like once the internet started up, it's like, if I want that, I'll call I'll schedule a consultation on my own.
I also feel like it's borderline predatory because their top clients are like old people.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like
fucking Donna's probably.
Yeah, selling them those new bathtubs that go on top of the old bathtub.
Yeah.
And by the way, how could that even be, I don't know, sanitary or healthy? Like, what if there's black mold underneath the old tub and you're just putting a brand new giant tub on top of it?
Do they actually do that?
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
Whoa. That's crazy. I forget what we were talking about, but did you have any Lyft experiences that were noteworthy this week? Or
no? I've got a screenshot I want to share with you. Actually, we don't need the screenshot, but okay. I could drop it in the Patreon chat later today.
Okay.
But there was this guy I picked up at the airport, and it was like, I don't know, like 8:00 at night, midweek around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the little thing on my screen that says the name of the person I'm picking up,
mm-hmm.
and it just says Indian. I was like,
what?
I was like, oh no!
Like one name. It usually says a full name, but this said.
I'll show you. Actually, I texted it to you. It's on your phone.
Okay.
It literally just said Indian, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. And I pull up to the curb, and there's only one guy standing there. It is a very confused Indian man.
Okay.
And I was
like, okay, this checks out so far.
Yeah. So he's like looking around and I open the door and I go, Chris, like, are you looking for Chris? And he's like, no. I'm Indian. I'm looking for Lyft. And I was like, no, I'm Lyft. I'm Chris. I'm Lyft. And he walks away. Like, he was so confused. He just completely walked away from the situation.
He goes,
why you fuck me? I fucked you, bloody bastard.
So I get in a little chat app because I see him still staring at his phone.
Yeah.
It's pretty apparent he's just never used rideshare before, right?
Right.
So I just get on on the little chat app, and you can't actually, as the driver, write anything. You just choose from like pre-selected conversational options.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I'm like, I'm Chris, your Lyft driver. I'm here. And then I get out of the car again, wave at him. I go, I'm still Chris.
And then he just looks back at you and goes,
Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody. Bloody bastard.
So he meanders around for like another 30 seconds or so. And I go, I'm your driver. You could just get in. And he goes, okay.
he looks back at you and he goes,
turns out he was like an airline employee or something. And he was going to get his car picked up from the mechanic like 5 miles away.
oh.
That's why he'd never used Lyft before, why he was so fucking confused.
Oh, he eventually got in the car with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I've got like not a brand new car, but it's like a 2016. I try to keep it really clean.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude, no offense, stunk ass.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, bruh.
And I felt bad for him because
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, dude, this guy just walks around stinking like shit all day long.
Did you catch it the second he got in your car?
Immediately.
Oh,
And like
no.
the second he got out, I rolled all the windows down and drove
Yeah.
80 down the highway. What if it never comes out of the car?
Oh, God.
What if
That's why people gotta, I mean, no offense, but that's why people I've heard people have to repaint their houses sometime. If they buy a house, then it was previously
Oh, yeah.
inhabited by, that's what happened with Duke's. Remember? Duke's is a townhouse that he bought in Centerville.
Oh, I
He
remember
bought
that
it
house.
from like Indian family.
It just had saffron baked into the
Yeah.
wallpaper.
It's so funny.
I actually,
dude.
now that I say that out loud, I feel even worse.
I mean, what are you gonna do? It's the truth, you know. It's not like you're purposely, Oh shit, got my guy Danger Mouse in the house. What's up, Danger Mouse?
But think about like what went into him creating this Lyft account, and then him filling out his name and like making the decision to go.
How about the Indian?
Did he think he was filling out country of origin?
Oh my god, dude.
He just said Indian in all caps. I was like, this poor guy.
Damn, dude. Poor guy. Did you ever get his real name?
No, I didn't ask
shit.
him.
Oh shit.
No, I mean, he wasn't really in a conversational mood. He was very panicked about his car, which I understand.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Indian.
Any other lifting? Any nice kind elderly black women that tip you $20 like last time?
No, nothing really exciting to report about. But I'll get back to you.
We really have to get you a dash cam and get you get because I mean, dude, that is Shorts on the Job Site 2.0. You know, getting actual footage of you driving people. Do we have any people familiar with the legal ramifications of showing videos like that? I gotta assume that because I see videos of people in their cars driving Lyft on social media all the time. I gotta assume that's like legal because it's your car.
Well, I've looked this up before for, let's just say, reasons.
Yeah.
And Virginia is a one-party consent state.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which means that I can record anybody in my car for,
Yeah.
let's call it safety reasons.
Okay. All right. Cool. Nobody in particular, you know, could be anybody.
Dude, I'm definitely getting fired. Third firing in like 2 years. Nobody report this. We're just joking, guys.
Yeah,
This is
just bits and shtick.
This is a parody podcast.
Just
Obviously, we
bits and
wouldn't
shtick.
seriously go through with that,
All right, dude. Let's check
especially
in.
if it was really funny.
Let's check in with the dogs real quick, and we got to do the shout outs, of course, and then we'll do the actual segment checking in with the dogs as well. All right. Here we go.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
Alex Davis. Shout outs to Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith, Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman. Shout outs to Brian Busties, Carlos N. Shoutouts to Chris Eller. Welcome. Shoutouts to Danny Loudermilk, David Slat, Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon. Shoutouts to Craven Moorhead, James M, Jen Montana, pronounced with an umpty on vacation. Shoutouts to JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John. Shoutouts to Chris Stein, M_Jizzle, Matt Brodricks, Matt Starcheck, and Matt Starcheck. Shoutouts to Max has a 1-inch penis. No, I think he's gone now. Shoutouts to unshoutouts to Max has a 1-inch penis.
Okay.
Shoutouts to Peter Rosencrantz, Phil J, Reggie, our guy, Instagram.com/Brad Paints This, Sean Kibler, the Gulf of Ron America. Shoutouts to William and our guy, Lubomir. That is our $8 tier. You guys can subscribe to It Doesn't Matter on Patreon at patreon.com/IDM pod. IDM pod for $5, $8, or $12. We appreciate you guys supporting the show. It allows us to work towards building our dream of never having to work for the man ever again. So shout outs to you. Love y'all.
Love you guys. Fucking just checking my inbox, dude. Nothing, no news.
Dude, you can't do this to yourself.
I know.
You got to at least give yourself until like 6 o'clock.
I know, dude.
Isn't it so stressful? I just went through this with Cutter the other week.
I know, man. It's, you know what? It is what it is, dude. All right, let's check in with the dogs right quick. Korean John sent this story. I've seen some people talking about this. You seen it? This
Yeah.
minor league team is
So apparently the Chesapeake Bay Sox, which is that, did they used to be the Bowie Bay Sox and maybe renamed?
Mm-hmm.
They've got this logo that they rolled out that, I'm sorry, I don't know how else to say it. It looks just like a
vagina.
I think that's the bit.
Do you think they were going for a viral story?
Yeah, because I was listening to Dukes talk about it on his show.
The oyster catchers.
Yeah, the oyster catchers, and they're like donating 10% of proceeds to like cervical cancer research.
Oh, that's
good.
good.
Like so they're definitely doing a vagina bit.
Vagina.
But yeah, that's a great hat. I would check it out. I would rock
It's
that.
a great hat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be a funny logo to have on a hat.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else? This is a good one, dude. Have you seen this? This is great. This is from Busties, our guy Busties. He sends in
By the way, despite whatever's going on in your mental psyche, he did confirm that he's not mad at you.
Oh, thank God. I love that guy. Thank God.
Sometimes
I can't have other people being mad at me, dude.
I do this too, though, where you
Yeah.
totally get inside your own head
Yeah.
and can completely make up a story about somebody hating you.
Oh, dude, yeah. I had like his side, my side all fleshed out. I could have written like a 1-act play about it. That's great. Okay, so this is the advertising for a I guess it's like a strip show or something. The Micro Maidens, the Tiny Dancers, the smallest adult entertainers in the world. I feel like we looked at this before. May not have been on the show, but
Well, I mean, what we do in our own free time is irrelevant.
but as you can see, they have the world famous, I'm not calling her this is just her stage name, Bridget the Midget on the left. In the
The far left.
yeah.
I mean, this is a far left show.
This is a far left show, as everyone knows.
Yeah, we don't even support any religion, whether it's Jehovah's Witness, Presbyterian.
You can see in the top right, the maestro or whatever is Brendan Schaub, and
That's gotta look like him.
Okay, so I can point out three girls that I get sized for that I would holler at.
Can I guess one?
Oh, it's obvious, but yeah.
The one in the middle whose height is billed as 4'12".
Yeah, definitely. I mean, dude, she's just a normal chick with busties. Right?
She's a chesty lady.
Yeah, but this is a little bit stolen valor when it comes to being a little person, right?
To be 4.
I mean, it says 4'12". She's 5 feet. Yeah. That is a funny way to a Jedi mind trick to make people think you're short. You're like, I'm 4'73".
She's like one of those girls where you would see her and you'd be like, wow, she's tiny, but she's not weirdly tiny.
Yeah, proportional for sure.
She's just legally passable as tiny.
Right. Okay, who's the second one I get sized for?
Second one is the blue-haired one.
Yeah, dude.
3 foot tall.
Give me a hell yeah. She's not 3 feet tall, is she?
It says 3 feet.
Wait, no, not that blue-haired one. The other one, the 4'5" one. You freaking
you sick bastard. You.
And the third one, I know
The 3 foot tall one would be like not much difference than like fucking a dog or something. Not that that's okay. Obviously,
we don't condone.
I don't condone any of this.
No, the 4'5" one, and then who's the third one?
Third one. This is a tough one. I'm gonna guess second from the left, 4'2", because of that big ass.
Oh, indigo, and do you like tiny? Yeah, dude, she's in the top 3 for sure.
By the way, I gotta stop doing this where I lean over almost to look at your screen. I'm like 6 inch. I'm about 3 inches away from just sucking your dick live on the show.
Oh, hell no. Oh. Do you fancy any of these women?
No, dude, I'm not a pervert. What are you, crazy?
All right. Yeah, that's a
no. The girl in the middle is.
I mean, she's like normal, right? Like
I really do think she is normal.
Yeah. I mean, not that they're not. You know what we're saying.
If you were to take away all the weird ones around her, I think it would just look like a normal girl on a poster.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. This is from Korean John. This is let's see. It's a clip from a movie. It says Jekyll and Hyde. Hang on. All right, here we go. Jekyll and Hyde together again, foreign object.
Yes.
I'm sorry to bother you, Doctor.
That's all right. Now who is it?
Doctor, there's a young woman in emergency. I can't find Dr. Lucas, who's supposed to be on duty.
All right. What's the problem?
She seems to have a foreign object lodged in her
Vagina.
V-A-G-I-N-A.
He's got to spell it out.
Let's go.
Come on, let's get this shit over with.
Where's the foreign object? All right, this is going to be difficult. We'll need a speculum, syringe, 10 cc's of Librium, and a bucket of ice cold water. Sayonara.
Guys, that was a listener submitted clip. Obviously, we don't support that kind of humor on the IDM.
Yeah, that's not, there's nothing funny about that.
It's not even remotely funny.
This is all right, let's see. Oh, okay. This is something that a guy named at Othello BT sent in. Not really sure who he is, but he must be a new subscriber. He sent in this screenshot. It is from a Craigslist posting of a room available for rent. Let's see what it says. Indian Sikh young white female roommate. Okay, that's the title of the listing. Please contact listed today. Description: 7 very friendly men looking to be friend and roommate, young female only. Okay, I don't know why that's funny. All right. Thank you for listening, though.
Yeah, you need to tell at Othello BT to go back to the drawing board.
All right. Let's see. Okay, let's just do one real quick. Okay. You want to explain what this is, Shorts?
Yeah, that looks to be the inside of Bob the Builder's big red dump truck.
Mm-hmm.
I know this because I've been in the inside of that dump truck many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption reads, Othello on the job site. And you'll notice that the passenger seat is empty.
Okay. All right. I'm glad there's photographic evidence of it. That's awesome.
I almost do think you did choose the funnier route.
You think so?
Yeah, you flaking 3 out of 5 days on Bob the Builder might be funnier than you actually trying to reinvent Othman on the job site.
You might be right. Maybe I did do this on purpose. Okay.
Yeah. You're just a flake on purpose for shtick purposes.
We got 10 minutes before we got to hop on the straight round. Let's give a quick shout out to our guy Korean John, whose birthday it was this week.
Yeah.
Went out to lunch with him yesterday. Did a little IDM, little IDM meetup with him. That was cool.
It was a good hang. Yeah, we went to that red table place, got some apps.
I felt so bad because
a couple of non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, I felt so bad because it was his birthday, right?
Yeah.
He asks us if we want to go to lunch. We say, yeah, dude, definitely. Now he has a job. We do not, but still his birthday. He says drinks and apps are on me. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, dude, it's your birthday. Like, should you really be buying us drinks and apps? I mean, I was doing the math in my head. I'm like, it's your birthday, but does that negate us not having jobs or vice versa, And then we go and we eat with him, and it was a nice hang, good conversation, but we only had drinks and apps.
Yeah, and we all took our shoes off and wore those little TP hats.
Yeah, right. But so shouts to him, even though I felt bad because
he said you had mentioned something about feeling bad about him paying for it on his birthday, and then he goes, "Well, tell you what, when you guys both get full-time jobs again, you can take me out and pay for it that time."
Yeah.
And then you said, well, I think it might be like 2 years for sure.
Yeah. No offense. All right.
It was a great hang. He's a good guy.
Shouts to Korean John. So if anybody wants to add stuff to the show for us to review, go to the super secret supporter chat on the patreon.com/IDM pod. We check it out every week live on the show. Okay.
Dude, speaking of DoorDash, did you see the story about the new payment method that they're accepting for DoorDash?
Oh yeah, that's trouble.
This is something I think about all the time, because a lot of times you and I will be like looking at new equipment to buy for IDM, and it's usually like super expensive. Like I think the new board that we want is like $600.
Yeah.
But it would like make the show like top tier. The cameras Mike Cook hooked us up were like 1,500. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you'll always often say, maybe we should just finance them. And I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm the type of guy with the responsible credit enough to be financing anything, especially let alone with somebody else on the hook.
When you say responsible credit, you mean you can't get the
No, I could. I have a history in the very distant past of buying things that I can't then repay for on credit.
Like what?
Like Nationals World Series hats.
Oh, dude, how much was that hat?
I mean, they were like $60 a piece.
Oh,
I bought like 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
But this was years ago.
I thought you were telling me that you were still paying off something that cost $60. It's like that was like 5 years ago, dude. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, like, once they have your credit card number, they just run the payments every. I mean, I guess you could cancel that, but anyways, okay. So you were saying, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The equipment.
Well, I was just using it as a setup to bring up this story, which is now on DoorDash. I don't know what Klarna is, but that sounds like a Middle Eastern version of DoorDash.
No, Klarna is like, do you know what Affirm is? It's this service that like gives you the option of paying for something in installments.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you can buy Taco Bell, have it delivered to your house, and then pay it off in what seems to be monthly installments.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. DoorDash and Klarna are joining forces to let users pay for meal deliveries with installment loans, calling it essential to meeting our customers' needs. Not everyone sees it that way. The announcement has drawn a flurry of criticism on social media, less directed at the companies themselves than questioning what the need to use a buy now, pay later service for food orders says about the increasingly debt-ridden economy.
It does kind of concern me a little bit. If they're rolling this out now, do they know something that we don't? Are we about to like tailspin into a full-blown recession?
I mean, dude, like it's insane. Let's see. What do you mean you have? Oh, here's a tweet. It says, "What do you mean you have $11,000 in DoorDash debt?"
That is going to happen though for some people.
Let's see. Others whipped up Sopranos memes, quipping about DoorDash debt collection outside your door means you missed a Chipotle.
I hate this about news articles.
Yeah,
this is NBC News, and they're paying somebody to write this article and recap other people's tweets about it.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that retarded?
It is, and they probably paid this person like $20 to write this article, right?
Yeah, it's some guy named Jar Singh.
I mean, dude, here's the thing: is like when where does it end? Because I could see like DraftKings doing a deal with Klarna or whatever, saying,
yeah,
pay back your, take out 500 now, pay it back in a year or something.
Well, that's what freaks me out so much about gambling being legalized and sports betting being legalized pretty much all over the country at this point is like the other side of this. And I know this is an argument that the people that work for these sports betting sites will make, because I got into a Twitter argument with one of these dickheads before. They will say, no, sports betting and gambling has come a long way since those days. But my counter argument is it really that good of a place to be in the country where everybody can legally gamble away their fucking mortgage and their car from anywhere on earth just from their phone? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty nuts. And the thing is, like,
I mean, it's on each individual user and person to take responsibility for their own actions and their own money. But this is like a distinctly unique draw of like an addiction or a compulsion.
Yeah. Have you ever paid with anything with Klarna, or probably not, right? Or Affirm?
No.
I've paid with things with it before.
What'd you get?
When I went to see Gabriel Iglesias, we went to Eagle Bank Arena, and it was me, Jess, and her mom, and
My mom.
we could have gotten like cheap tickets that were nubby, and I was like, man, that's gonna suck. So like I got like floor seats. It wasn't thousands of dollars. Each ticket was like $100 or maybe like 120 or something. But I was like, I can pay this in 4 installments instead of right away. Sold.
Buying comedy tickets.
Yeah, I know, dude. But here's the thing: like when you first buy them, you're like, that was fucking awesome. I love that. And then you go see the show, and then the next month comes around, and you owe like $150, and you're like, oh, and then you just see the debit come out of your account, and you're like, fuck, dude.
Look,
why did I fucking do that? That show sucked.
I hope I don't lose my job anytime soon.
Yeah.
Boy, these are really sweet Nats hats, though.
But dude, I could see like when I was in the thick of it with gambling, and you were trying to talk me out of it, and I was like, no, dude, I hacked the system. I figured it out. And you're like, that's what everyone says. I I blew through so much money, and I could see myself if somebody was like, and I don't consider myself like that crazy of a spender, like, because I've never had money like that to spend. But I could see myself like seeing a deal where it's like, take the money out now, pay later, and then you got to bet that you're just sure about, and but also like with food, this has got to be the most American thing of all time, right?
I know.
Like letting our fat ass population fucking buy hamburgers and hot dogs on layaway. Like that has to be the epitome of what's wrong with this country.
Like over consumerism to the max.
Yeah. And like the companies doing this, I guess I don't blame them. They're just trying to make a buck, but like they know what they're doing. They're feeding on the fucking fat and poor of this country, feeding, no pun intended. And the fat, poor people in this country have no fucking willpower or self-control to say no. Maybe ordering Ben and Jerry's on Uber Eats for $30 is not a good idea.
Dude, if I was like 22 and this was around, it'd be over.
It'd be game over.
In fact, when I was basically 20, when I was like 19, went away for college for the first time.
Yeah.
This is so shady. I memorized my dad's credit card and would buy delivery food to my apartment every night, including for whoever my friends were that evening.
Damn, dude.
Trying to impress the guys that get into the fraternity.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
My poor dad.
You're like, dudes, don't worry about it. I got my dad. Do you know who his dad is?
That was the most mental energy I expended in my entire college year was memorizing those credit card numbers.
Do you think you could still, I mean, you don't have to recite it, but do you still have it?
It's gone. It's long gone.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have Jamie Lee Field's phone number memorized. Anyways, but yeah, here's the other thing is like, I think that it gives, like, here's the truth. If it probably helps people out who can't afford shit, who really need something.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not talking about DoorDash, Klarna. I'm talking about just like offering that shit. I'm thinking of like a family, or not a family, like a single mom that wants to buy her kid a PS5 for Christmas or something like that.
Yeah, that's a nice use of it for sure.
Like, yeah. And from what I remember, I'm not 100% sure about it. I need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure like the interest it's not insane. It's not like, it's probably like 3% or something like that. But yeah, so I guess that's a good use of it. But how many people are just going to fuck themselves over doing this shit?
Yeah. Should I order this entire Thanksgiving feast from Wegmans? Yeah, I think I should.
Like, dude, I'm in this zone of feeling bad for people because I was watching the new season of Intervention today.
Yeah. Could have been you with the gambling debt.
Yeah. I mean, they've never done a gambling one, but yeah. So I was season 25. Isn't that crazy? They've been going since we were in college. But I see the dudes who like live with their parents, and their parents are just old as shit, and they just don't have the energy to argue with them. So they'll be like, "Can I get your debit card? Can I get $40 for gas?" And they take money out and meet up with their drug dealer in the driveway of their parents' house and shit.
Oh, so sad.
So I know how people can, like, when they're desperate, they just go whatever route they can to fucking get the money that they need. So yeah, it's probably not good for the country that this is happening, but we'll see what happens, man. It's sad that people have to order pizza and do payments for, 4 small payments of $7.99.
I mean, dude, if you and I keep fucking around, we might be using this to buy a pizza before next Friday's show.
Oh, God damn it, dude. Fuck, please email me back, lady.
All right, let's give a shout out to our guy.
Oh yeah, of course, the one and only, the legend. Real quick, Jen Montana says, I buy stuff all the time on Temu and always use paying for it. Klarna is the shit. Why pay $20 today when I could pay $5? They don't charge interest. That's cool.
Wait, they don't charge interest at all?
Oh, that's interesting.
How do they make money? That can't be right. It's got to be like a 1% interest.
I don't know, but oh, and I paid for my laptop with Klarna too. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll let money mine.
In Northern Virginia, where the sun always shines, Money Mike, he fixes any kind of pipeline. He's got the skills, and he's happy to see you.
Let's give a shout out to our guy, Mike Cook. Next time you guys are in need for a plumber, give our guy, Mike Cook, a call. He's been operating out of Northern Virginia for 20 plus years. It literally runs in his blood. This guy is built to plumb your house.
Is plumb a verb?
I think we just made it one.
All right. You need someone to plumb your house? Holla at Mike.
He'll plumb your house. He'll plumb your face. He'll plumb your
Vagina.
whatever you need plumbed, he will plumb it. Just give our guy Mike Cook a call at 703-501-1926. No job is too large or too small for Mike Cook. And you don't need to take our word for it. Take all the countless IDM listeners out there who have given Mike Cook a call. They said, you know what? I'm thinking about building a brand new bathroom. I need some plumbing done. So let me give my guy a call at 703-501-1926 and have him come out and give me a free estimate. And they get the estimate and they go, you know what? That's not half bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I listen to IDM, by the way. Oh, do you? Mike Cook says. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do, IDM listener says. And Mike says, oh, that's funny you should mention that because now you get a 10% discount. How about that?
That's right.
The next time you guys need a plumber, give our guy Mike Cook a call. You will not be disappointed. 703-501-1926. We'll see you guys on the Patreon. Peace.
Holla. Patreon.com/IDM pod. We will see you dogs there. Peace.
With a laugh and a smile, your plumbing said. Money Mike's the sponsor of IDM's big show. Dial 70